So, hey, Eden Gray here at Cymru Beats. You're performing tonight, right?
Yes, I am.
And you do a lot of performing. Is this part of your kind of summer season?
Yeah, I do. It's really fun. Let's see. I played a lot this year, a few places. Played a festival last week on the Polish border in Germany. I played London a few times, about 4 or 5 times this year. And Paris once this year as well.
All right, so there's a lot. I mean, there seems to be an appetite for watching people play electronic music live, which is weird because, the same way that DJs are being told, that it's just like them looking at their email. It's not a terribly interactive process, or do you kind of approach it differently?
Yeah, basically the DJ kind of controls the crowd, and it's more of just like everyone dancing and kind of feeling the music of the selection of the DJ, which is really awesome. But the modular, when you play it live, and it's so unexpected and surprising, and it's just really...
And it sounds so blooming massive on a PA system.
Sounds really, heavy and crazy, yeah.
Do you find you get that a lot? People didn't expect to hear such extremities of sound out of that system.
I don't think they're really expecting it sometimes because the frequencies here. I really like to get the bass sounds out of it and the nice sweeping kind of outer space filtered sounds, very sci-fi sounds. So it's always really kind of it's just really unexpected, yeah.
So you were telling me earlier that you were in Portland, Oregon for some time, which is kind of the home of many manufacturers now. It's like a sort of mecca. I mean, is that what brought you there? Was it the modular scene, or did you just find yourself there?
The modular scene, yeah. Internship with 4MS for my master's in music technology. And it was a graduate internship. I just had to seek out somewhere to do it. And I asked 4MS, and they said yes.
Wow, so what was your involvement? Did you kind of get involved in construction? What were your role there?
Yeah, they basically told me how to build it, put all the modules there, showed me a patch really quick, and like, okay, now go figure out how to play it. I told them what kind of music I do, like I've been doing, at the time I was doing a sort of switched on Sati, like some Sati music with the Moog synthesizer. So based on what I told Dan Green, he was like, okay, now maybe you'll like to use these modules to create your type of music that you want to do.
Oh, that sounds really nice, actually. And are you using a lot of ambience with that? I mean, Sati really lends itself to plenty of reverb, right?
Yeah. So I'm really inspired by ambient music. I do some, and the modular is kind of like you can do ambient, noise, drone, but I like to kind of take the sounds and use them for electro and techno and kind of create some.
So I'm guessing, you were saying that you're in Poland, and I mean, you must have to travel a lot. So this is quite a compact system that you've gone for. How does something earn its place in your setup?
Oh, it's just kind of seeing a friend have it, or maybe like my friend had this SEM filter, and I showed him how to. Well, let's see. We had some sessions, and I loved to play it on his system. So then I was like, I loved the sounds we did so much in our sessions with his. So that I got one in my...
That's the Studio Electronics.
Yeah, and it's the Oberheim filter, kind of based on the old Oberheim, which I'm a big fan of Oberheim.
It does sound really... I mean, I think I reviewed that, and I did really enjoy it as well.
Super clean, yeah.
So what else is going on here? I mean, have you got sequencing duties? I mean, just take me through your rig then.
So I have my mixer here, 1 filter, 2 filter, 3 filter. Then I have my 2 VCAs right now, Doepfer and Bastel. I have 6 sound sources that are intended to be sound sources, which are the oscillator, the Sid Guts Deluxe.
Is that a SID chip, basically?
It's Commodore.
Sounds like it should be SID Guts, right?
Yeah. So it's a clone chip inside, which I could actually replace the chip if I find an old chip. But and then this is a oscillator, another oscillator, and a noise source.
And it's interesting because you've got quite a... I mean, it's nice to see some 4MS stuff in there as well, but you've got quite a wide selection. I mean, of patches where a lot of people will stick with make noise or 4. Do you see what I mean? There's generally voices. You tend to like to mix and match, right?
Yeah, I love it because you get all these unexpected things happening, and that's the surprise element is what I love so much about it.
And so when do you swap it out much? I mean, do you find that or would you like to keep this as a complete system and then think about making a different system?
Well, I'm expanding. I'm actually growing. So I have a sequencer at home and another one of Finn's filters, Future Sound
System. The Future Sound System. Yeah.
So I have one of his. I have the Spectral Devastator, which doesn't fit in this system right now, and I have the Pittsburgh sequencer as well. But so now I have to expand, like so.
Is that the Pittsburgh from the new system? I've forgotten what it's called now. It's terribly. It's the one with the keyboard built in.
Yeah, yeah. It has like the Galaxy kind of.
Yeah. That looks really nice. Richard showed us that at Super Booth, which you were at as well, right?
Yes, yeah. It was super fun.
It was, it was an electronics artist's dream, I'd imagine.
It was the best.
So, have you got something up running here? I mean, what you're gonna be playing later, but I don't know. Is this one of your patches, or is this just whatever it's gonna be?
This is just something simple. I was showing somebody earlier. I love to show people like, what's going on. Just something simple right now. So I love my new filter, of course. So clean.
I love that phasey sound that you get.
Yeah, and so it's also running through this phaser, so.
Is that a polyvox kind of thing? Or
yeah, polyvoice control generator. But it has such a clean sound. And I love to modulate this one. Endlessly modulate with all these different waveforms, because every one you put it in sounds completely different in that nice FM.
Is that clocking that's going on there, or are you using a square wave to drive this patch?
Right now it's this one, so we can speed it up.
You're not using any effects or delays or reverbs in your system. Is that a choice, conscious choice?
I was thinking I would like to put a delay in the system, but right now I'm just running it through Ableton in the computer, and I put my effects on there.
Is that what you'll be doing tonight as well?
When I perform live, yeah. So then I can make the choice if I want to record it on the computer, add effects, or play back a track and play the modular over it. I can make all these decisions for what I want to do for each live performance.
So tonight you will be kind of like potentially recording sections and then overdubbing onto them and all that kind of stuff, however the mood takes you.
Yeah, however I feel. Like if I want to record it, I can, and then, but I don't usually, because it's nicer to have the ephemeral kind of, the experience once, and then it's there for everybody.
Why is that, do you think? That because it's interesting that it's common in a lot of electronic music performance. It's like it's now and that's it. There's no recording. There's no moment. I mean, why do you think that is?
I think it's because it makes it really special for the moment, and then it can't be reproduced. I can't, if I'm doing something in the live performance setting, patching, and I'll surprise myself, I'll surprise the audience, and then it's there for then, and we can't listen back, and it's like. But, for the tracks that we make, we spend hours making at home in the studio. We can always listen back to those. We can use our sounds in there.
So you do both? You would compose using this for something that you'd want to record and release, right?
Oh, yeah. Making quite a lot of tracks with modular sounds, sampling parts of the modular, or I'll do a whole session on the modular for an hour. And then I'll take part of it and make a track out of it, the part that I really like, that I'm surprised by.
Oh, that's really interesting. So, one more thing. Where can people find about you and your music?
I'm on SoundCloud, SoundCloud Eden Gray, soundcloud.com/Eden-Gray. And then I have the Bandcamp as well, edengray.bandcamp.com. And I have other music hiding out there and more stuff I want to release this year, so I think I'll be putting another album soon.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.